hello. We are in another episode of the series Guanajuato Neighborhood Guided Tours. And today we are in the area near the Momias or the Mummy Museum. This is the road that takes you to the museum. And I'm gonna be walking from here down to Tepetapa and Mercado Hidalgo. So this is another spot that probably is known because of the Momias, but not really because of the neighborhood surrounding Las Momias. So this is pretty much the main street, but this is I would say it's an interesting street because it has some business area, but also it has a lot of residential. To be honest, I have seen plots of land and like houses here even, no? It says se vende por juzgado, so probably somebody died and they are selling the property for way less because you will have to do all the paperwork. But this area has houses, a lot of houses, and some rentals. I have seen some of them posted online. And this is very near to Mercado Hidalgo. If I was right now I'm going down, but if I was going up, I would end up in the museum. And something interesting, I'm gonna show you one street that can take you exactly to like outside of the Santa Paula cemetery, which is pretty much the reason why the Momias exist. And the story says that the soil in that cemetery has a lot of minerals, and that's why the place mummifies bodies, right? Because they don't decompose, they just mummify, and it's because of the minerals. So I'm looking at this house right here, is catching my attention, this white building. I think this building and this one here with the purple color, these two are rentals. I think I have seen them posted online and they are really nice. And as you can see, they are like right on the street. Okay, so I wanted to show you this little nook. It's called Angelitos, if I'm not mistaken. The government just did a little remodeling and fixing of this area, and it turned out to be really pretty because they painted all of these like steps, and it looks really colorful. And when you get to the top, you will end up right outside of the Santa Paula cemetery. And obviously we are in Mexico, and Day of the Dead is quite big here, and there's a lot of movement during the Day of the Dead, obviously because of the tradition of visiting their loved ones, but also because sometimes the municipality does some events here. Also during Cervantino, I think there's a couple of events. And we used to have a film festival, and it had like how do you say, like projections? No, I wanna think of the name when you when you show a movie. I don't remember the name of the verb. Anyways, so when they had this film festival, one big thing was the horror film section, and they used to do it. They used to show a lot of movies in the cemetery. Okay, so right here we are in this big intersection, In another video we talk about Carrizo and La Venada. If I were to go up that way, that's where I would end up, in Carrizo and La Venada. This right here is the old train station, la estación del ferrocarril. So this is where it is located. This is where the old station was. Right now it's more like government offices. So there's not like a museum or anything like that. But this is one area that sometimes, not always, they used to have some shows for Cervantino. And this is a very, very local area, so to speak. Okay, so I'm gonna cross the street. And now we are coming into the area known as Tepetapa. Here we have a little market. I don't remember the name of it, but it has a lot of veggie stands, some places where they fix jewelry, things like that, clothes, second-hand clothes. So this area of the city, like if you want to experience the real Guanajuato and how the locals live, this is the area of town that you want to see. This is where you want to come, and this is where you want to live, because this place is like the real Guanajuato. And this is the main street, but obviously we cannot miss the typical callejones. Lots of callejones everywhere. But this is the main street, and as many of the main streets, here we have tons of businesses. A lot of pharmacies and coffee shops. Well, not coffee shops actually. It's more like butchers, like trinkets, some bars, rotisseries, clothes, bars. So this is packed pretty much with commercial spaces. And then you have the areas where all the people live, which is there, the callejones. A lot of families, a lot of students. Here we have another callejon. And the name of this area, Tepetapa, is because of this right here, which is the bridge del puente de Tepetapa. And this connects us to the area known as Pastitos. I'm gonna show you here. Let's see if we can see it. But pretty much what you see down below is Pastitos, and also like an area that connects you to Municipio Libre. So this is the bridge. Very old, very pretty. There's a lot of pictures online where you can see how this looks. To be honest, in the sense of the real estate market, this here in Tepetapa, like in the callejones, there's not a lot of movement. I think there's more like rentals, but pretty small rentals, probably for students. There's a big community of Nahuatl people, which is like the I don't want to say the originals, but like when you think about Aztecs, you're kind of thinking about the Nahuatl people. And there's different branches of Nahuatl. One is from Guerrero, from Central Mexico, from La Huasteca, from Veracruz. And in Guanajuato, if you see a lot of silver stores or little stands, of silver, that's run by the Nahuatls. And I know that there's like some members of the community that live on this side of town. So that's a really nice mix, because you have the colonial, the students, but also our indigenous people, which is really nice and something that should prevail, like their customs and their language. In some of my videos I have said that I don't edit them, because this is what you need to know about Guanajuato, like the real Guanajuato. So I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna go back. If I were to go like straight, I would end up in Teatro Juárez. I'm sorry, in Mercado Hidalgo. We have some videos about that area, so I'm gonna link them so you can see them. But like, to be honest, for me personally, this is an area that I don't like. It's like, as you can notice, it's very noisy. There's a lot of traffic. It's always, there's people. And so if you like to have a more like quiet, let's say, or like a more quiet, and I don't know if you have that word in English, but we say in Spanish tranquila, like slow pace. This is not a place that I would recommend. So I hope these videos are helping you to navigate and get to know. Like, I know there's some properties for sale. Like, I think there's a hotel with very, very nice apartments available. It was remodeled, but well, this is what you would find on this side of town, and hopefully this is gonna get you a little bit of idea of what you are going to discover in this neighborhood. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in another episode. Thank you so much. Bye bye.